wherever Van Deeb is, you can come on up. So I don't want to steal part of Van's speech by telling you how I met him, but he's a very dear friend of mine, and when I really made the decision to go region with Arbonne, I really put my blinders on and looked for a mentor, and I was telling Aileen, I was saying, I need a mentor in my life. I need somebody to kind of coach me, to guide me. I was actually talking to Charlie and shopping on the internet to see how much a mentor was, or a coach, a life coach, and then all of a sudden here comes Van Deeb. So, without further ado, I would love to introduce you to him.
Congratulations. Well, hello everybody.
Hello.
My name is Van. I am a motivational speaker. And if you don't listen to me tonight, you could be living in a van under a bridge down by the river. You know, I had to do something stupid, so for those few people that laughed, I'm very grateful. So anyway, thank you for having me. This evening is already a success. And the reason is because the choices that you guys made tonight to support these two. So let's give a round of applause for all of you. So I believe that she asked me to speak tonight because we have a similar mindset. We have a similar outlook on life, and we're pretty darn positive people. You see, we live in a society where there's negativity everywhere. On the news, people complain real easy, and having a positive attitude and being grateful for all of us is a choice. So when you meet people like her, you kind of cling on to them because, and it's like the people here in this room, because we want to be around people like us that are excited about life. So the story goes is I take my wonderful mother to get her hair did. I call her get her hair did. I do. I promise you I have better English than that, but it sounds better to say I take my mom to get her hair did. So we go on Fridays, and one day I see Alicia, and I didn't know her, but she's sitting in the pedicure booth reading a book. And it was God is My CEO, right? Mm-hmm. And so I said, gosh, I got to go say, hi to that person that's reading that book. And so, anyway, that turned into a long conversation. She educated me all about Arbonne. I thought it was one of the coolest companies out there. And then on Fridays, I'd see her and we'd have conversations. And before that, then it turned into meeting for coffee with her brother, and constant visits and texting and how excited she is about, she wants to win this Mercedes. And for me, I've had a great career. I'm very blessed. So I don't have a whole lot of things going on where I see people that are really excited like she is. And so it got me fired up to try to fuel that fire. And by the way, one of her favorite songs is Soul on Fire, right? Yes. Every time I hear it, yes, I think of you. So anyway, it's really cool for me to be able to say a couple of words tonight, to see this happen, of your hard work, and both of you, Baj, for your hard work to get to this level, because I know a little bit about the network marketing. I know that the rewards are incredible, and I know it takes a lot of hard work, but everything in life takes hard work. I started out selling real estate out of my basement when I was 21 years old, and I worked hard when people were saying, no, you can't do this, and you can't build this, you can't build that. You just stay with it. You have a good support group like Charlie and people that are in and close to you. But if you want something bad enough, you have drive, desire, and determination, you can do anything. You forgot to turn your phone off, Alicia, probably. So that means that you need to go to timeout.
She might have been getting an order.
Okay, if you're getting an order, that's
Take orders.
there you go.
Take that call.
She's still working, 24/7. So bottom line is, we connected. And then I got to meet several people that are here in the audience tonight, and we connected. So I'm very grateful to be here. So here's some of the things. I'm real big on quotes and positive affirmations and statements. It kind of gets me excited to get up in the morning. But some of the ones that I think about her on that just make me think of her that's stuck with me forever is, if you have the ability to do something in life, you've got the responsibility. And I think that's something that a lot of people forget. That if you know that you have the ability to reach a goal, you have the responsibility to do it, because it's not just you that it's going to benefit. It's going to be people that love you, your spouse, significant other, kids, family, people that are depending on you. And this is not a dress rehearsal. This is the real deal. This second right now, looking at all of you, is a luxury to me. Because life could be a lot different. It's a luxury, and we take for granted the short little seconds of our life. So companies like this that allow you to be the best you can be, make some serious money at the same time, become better, and encourage others to become better. I thought I used a really large font when I printed this out. Okay, so apparently I didn't, or else that my age, which I don't like to admit. So, there are 3 types of people in this world. There is the type that builds you up. There's the type that tear you down, and the type that could care less about you. Which one of these people do you think Alicia is? I agree. So, this is the type of person that I want to be around. This is the type of person that we gravitate to. Because there's so many people out there that aren't going to build you up, that want to tear you down. And for those of you that are just now becoming successful, I'll guarantee you that there are people in your life that are not in your camp. Because you're not down on your luck, you're not negative, life doesn't suck for you. Misery loves company. And in order for us to get to certain levels in life, we've got to make some serious choices. We've got to make choices of being around the right people. Just like the choice that these two made. They made a choice to win a Mercedes. I mean, that's a pretty great choice. It's not a Bentley, but it's still a nice car.
One day.
Unless I'll let you drive mine sometime. Did I really say that out loud? I am so sorry. She knows I'm just a little off.
No.
So the nice thing is that we're put on this earth to benefit others. And the cool thing is we have the ability to benefit others. So when you hear me say if you have the ability, you have the responsibility. And some of you that have been in my audiences before know that one of my favorite quotes out there is Mary Kay from Mary Kay Cosmetics. And that's not a competitor, is it? It's a rotten quote, but I still like it. How's that? Bad company. Bad. Okay, I'm just kidding. Anyway, Mary Kay Ash is one of the leaders that I really admired for decades. And one thing she said that I tried to educate and encourage people that did business with me is, she said, pretend everybody you meet has a sign around their neck that says, make me feel important. Now listen to that. Pretend everybody you meet, this is your kids, your spouse, your significant other, your friends, your people at work, pretend they have a sign around their neck that says, make me feel important. I want to tell you something. It's impactful, not just for them, but for you. It means a ton. I'm just going to give you one quick little story of how this affected me. So, one morning I woke up, and thank God, and I was kind of a non-conforming rebel most of my life, so I'm grateful every morning I wake up. And I went to Walgreens, and I wasn't my chipper self, real excited about being alive, and I was kind of, my head was kind of down, and the lady behind the counter at Walgreens looks at me and says, that's a really nice tie. I really like your tie. And I want to tell you something. It was a game changer. Changed my whole day. Made me smile, made me feel good. This is something that this person did not have to do. But she made a choice to try to be, to try to make me feel good, to make me feel important. It's a choice that she made, and it changed my whole day. We all have this ability in this room to do that. And if it's through Arbonne, with people, with their lives getting better, their incomes getting better, all of you in this room have the power to influence someone's life for the better. You have the power to cause them to be grateful. If you decide that you're going to use your life to encourage people, inspire people, empower people, you will. Because you don't have to go to school for that. You don't need a degree. You just need to have it in your heart that you want to be better. Because people gravitate to people that want to be better, and people will see you as an example. And sometimes it's just a smile. It doesn't have to be words. It can just be acknowledging somebody. So express the greatness that we all have inside. If you make a choice before you go into a room, before you visit with somebody, before you make a phone call, that you want to make sure that you brighten up that room, or you make that phone call where they're going to be excited on the other end, they're going to feel good, you can do that. When I first got in business, we didn't have the word mentor. I didn't even know what it was. We had Mentos. Mentos, is that right? Mints? But we had no mentors. And I didn't know jack about real estate. Because my family's all teachers. My late father was a principal. Nobody in sales, nobody in business. So I had to figure it out. But I put on the back of my business card because it made sense to me. And I don't know who wrote this. So I'm claiming it like I did, even though I didn't. I'm pretty sure I heard it somewhere. But it says on the back, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. You guys heard that before? Yeah. So instead of having a blank back of my business card, I put that. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. I wanted people to know that when they read my business card after I met them, that I'm a guy that cares about their future and about them. And then, of course, some of you in the room have heard me say this over and over. By Maya Angelou, she says, people will forget what you said, they'll forget what you did, but they won't forget the way you made them feel. And that's so true. That's how we remember meeting somebody. That's how you're going to remember the people you didn't know tonight. Is you're going to remember the way they made you feel. We can do that every day, and it's like anything in life. It's like brushing our teeth. If you make something important to you a discipline, it becomes a habit, and then eventually it becomes natural. Most people in real estate go to work. Very few go to work before 9. I went at 5 a.m. and I sat at my desk. and I was determined. I'm going to make something happen today. We can do that in any industry. We can find time. I know with kids and with a life, that you can't always do that, but we can make time. Discipline creates habits. So, one of my least favorite words is average, because anybody can be average. Average is easy. Being a person maybe drinks heavy and stays out all night, anybody can do that. That's average. Being a person that treats people poorly, anybody can do that. You don't have to be special to do that. That's average. So if you think there's anything in your life that you're doing that's average, tonight make a decision that you're not going to settle for being average anymore, because you get nowhere being average. Now that doesn't mean being content. If you're content with where your life is, very cool. Just stay out of the way of the people that are trying to go farther. Because a lot of average people want to bring those people down. In life, this is new and I like this one. Lots of people know what to do, but few people actually do what they know. Knowing is not enough. You got to take action. And I'm guilty. And Alicia is helping me right now. Because when I first met her, I was telling her about this book I'm working on. It's my 5th book that I'm writing right now. And I haven't done jack with it. I'm sorry for the guy's name Jack in here. I just used that one. I usually have a word after that, but there's children here. So she always asked me just to poke needles at me. How's your book coming? Yeah, well, you know I haven't done anything with it. So knowing what to do means nothing. It's doing what you know. That's why this kind of resonated with me. Okay, am I going long, or I've got about 2 hours left? Is that good? I'm just about done. Part of being an entrepreneur is believing in something you can't see yet, and believing you can do it. Now, you saw the Mercedes. You saw pictures of it, but you couldn't touch it. But she believed she could get it. That was pretty good,
Yep.
correlation there. Whatever, my daughter used to say, whatever is in your thoughts has no meaning unless you act on it. She acted on what she was thinking. And if you guys read my newsletters, I've been writing them for 15 years and I've never featured a human being. I always feature events. But I featured her this year, or this last one, because of her accomplishments and how impressive she has been. And if you read my newsletters, I invite you to sign up for them at vandeeb.com. But I close everything with, which I'm not doing just yet, so don't think I'm going away just yet. But I close everything with, if not now, when? And if not me, then who? So think about that. If not now, then when am I going to do it? And if not me, who's going to do it for me? Nobody. Okay, here's that line. There it is. Go to my website and sign up for my newsletter. There you go. I was just a little early. And I'm going to take this time real quick because there's somebody in this room that is very influential on empowering women for the last 25 years. It's her birthday. I'm sorry, Andy Hoyt, but I've got to say happy birthday to you. You're getting a better applause than I got. I just had to do it because she's a very good friend of mine and she benefits so many people. You just want to know her. So now, the moment you've all been waiting for. In closing, or do you want me to stick around? I got some jokes. I'm out of here. So, in closing, I want to quote Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple. And Andy, you were at one of my speeches at a graduation ceremony a long time ago, and I said the founder of Microsoft. Yeah. I got it right tonight, didn't I? On the video it says the founder of Microsoft. Like I should know that. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with this, and I want you to listen to this, please, or you'll be living in a van under a bridge down by the river. I haven't memorized this because I have trouble remembering yesterday. Here we go. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. But the one thing you can't do is you can't ignore them, because they change things. We change things. They push the human race forward. And while some people may see us as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the ones that are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do. I truly believe in all my heart that Alicia will encourage, inspire, and empower everyone she meets in her life to be better. Thank you for having me, and God bless all of you.